Welcome. Did you ever get a shiver up your spine? Or is it when you feel emotion? When you don't try and hold it back and you let it flow? What about that energy? Have you ever felt it everywhere else? Have you felt it come and go? Have you ever felt the need to be emotionally honest? Is it while you're watching a sporting achievement? The Paralympics? Your favourite team score a goal? When do you get a shiver down your spine? Feel the energy of your soul coming back to your body. That when you have a wee, that feeling, that shiver, that energy. I'm going to talk about anything. I'm going to say that scientific types will tell you that something can be deadly. And I'm going to talk about the fact that spiritual types will tell you that in almost every case it isn't. Unless you have some kind of health concern or would have died anyway. Right now we're hearing both sides of the coin. We're hearing various opinions. It's damaging for us not to know what's going on. And we may never do. We may never know the difference between the right and the wrong. The different stories we're told. Different facts, the way they're presented to make a case one way or the other. To hold space in a positive way so that we can heal and move on and not pass on our wounds to our kids. Or the way the elite work, the way the governments work, the way the puppets of those in charge, or believe they are, the way they lie, the way they cheat and steal and punish us for being real, the way they target those who live an alternative life, free from all their stress and strain and strife. Every single one of us has an opportunity to live free, not to wear a mask, not to walk the streets of negativity, not to travel through life or commute to a city. We were born to live in nature naturally. We were born to have bare feet and connect to the earth. And look up at the sky and see the birth of stars. We were born to live a life that's ours, not theirs, not even mine. We were born to love each other every single time. We were born to be brave and courageous and true. We were born to love each other, and I love every single one of you. We were born not for slavery, not for work or jobs, or illness or disease. We were born not to buy things that we want, but to work hard, to live a happy life, focusing on our needs, and our children's needs, and our children's 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 needs. 7 generations or more in every situation, in every decision that we make. For goodness sake, stop being fake and start being real. Hello, Green. The energy just keeps getting stronger through the connections that I've made. And whilst my mind might say things that I don't agree with, or think about temptations, failing to fall at the first hurdle, and succeeding in being strong, rewrites all the messages and the lessons I've ever learned. Hey! Welcome back, Kerry. It's been a while, hope you're well. So every single time we make a choice and we make it stick, every single time we start a good habit and we manage to do it more and more days each week, and more weeks each month, and more months each year, we're literally rewriting our story, our destiny. We're choosing. I'm making sure I'm living the life that's best for me and everyone, because I'm focusing on others and my needs are taken care of too. It's tribal, it's natural, it's the best way for me and you. It's what we came here for. It's what made this life possible right now. Not towns, not cities, not jobs, but communities, ancestors, spiritual love and connection. That's why we're here. Thousands and millions of years of affection and trust and truth and love. I'm shivering, I'm shaking, I'm not angry, it's not even passion, it's a sensation running through me, it's energy, it's spreading to every part of me as my soul takes up residence once more. Because I'm sure, because I know, I don't believe anything. I'm letting go. I'm not holding on to opinions or perspectives. I'm affected change within my own lifetime. I'm editing what I'm saying as I'm saying it. Forcing myself, daring myself to carry on, work harder, get strong, be good, better, golden, back to the olden days, in the future. Disappear into nature, start a community. And we're careful who we allow to join us. We don't get too big. We care for each other. Don't turn to drink. We grow all our own food and harvest it from nature. We benefit from being a steward and caring for her and each other. It's where we came from. We're going back there now. Because we have to. Because this isn't sustainable. Having 2 or 3 cars per house and a concreted over drive, or artificial grass, or a robot that answers our questions and tells us what the weather is instead of looking out the flipping window, or wondering what it'll be like tomorrow instead of looking in your mind and asking yourself the question and knowing that you're connected to the universe in every direction, sacred, honest, loving, free. It's about time, isn't it, that the world was covered over with positivity and we shattered anybody else's negative dreams and gave them an opportunity to see our vision, our 2020, seeing true. Alright, I'd never would have asked to be in this place, in this situation. But I have to be grateful. I have to recognise what it's brought me, what it's taught me. It's not a holiday, it's a retreat from the modern world, so-called, modern humans, so-called. And I love every single one. It doesn't matter what they've done, where they go, how they live. They've got to know, and they will do, because every single one of us is going to change within our lifetimes. We'll never be the same. We're going to keep on going and growing. We're going to bring our truth, our love, to every single place we visit, to every single face we see. Brimming with energy, overflowing like a fountain of youth, connecting through my root and releasing through my crown. It's my root, my foundation, my anchor that connects me to the earth, that makes me strong and vibrant and free, fills me with positivity, and gives me the opportunity to overflow with ideas and creativity and energy that I can give away for free. I let it go, and in gratitude I'm filled with more and more dreams to sow, more things to give away, more gifts, more chances to try something new, to get confidence, to give it all away, to learn a lesson every single day, to calm down, not to rationalise, but to feel my way through life, to make gorgeous, incredible food, to heal myself and to help you heal yourself too. Hey Nicholas, it's the Free Energy Healing Live Show. I'm sitting here sending distance healing to anyone who takes part, whether they're watching or not. If you choose to meditate between 7 and 8 p.m. on the intention of receiving healing energy, there's more than enough flowing through me. All the infinite loving energy of the universe, unconditional in nature, flowing into and through me to anyone who's watching, anyone who takes the time. Speaking from the heart is such a rush, and when I think of my heart, I feel slightly emotional and feel the energy touch my shoulders in a feedback loop, from my heart to my hands and back up my shoulders, back to my heart, spreading through my chest, down to my knees, down to my legs, down to my feet, spreading through me, shedding an old me. Ah, thank you. Yeah, please feel free to share it to groups. It's been 20 years since I started this journey, since I saw, or rather didn't see, a solar total eclipse. It was cloudy. I was at work, so I quit that job, and I did my best to get here as soon as I could, to a good place within myself where I could do some good. And now I finally am the person that I always meant to be. living in love, we're loving. Getting ready to build community. One of many. Many who are one. It's easy to say, but the new world has begun. And it doesn't matter who you are or what you think. All I care about is how you feel. That's what's real. And the transformation is true. And it can happen to you too. And it will. If you wish it, if you need it to. If you've had enough of how it was before. If you want to be healthy. You want to be well. Before you reach death's door. Which takes us to another life. Another chance, a bright new future. In the here and now. My goodness, I'm looking forward to dinner. I never was all that bothered about food. I loved it, mind you. Hey, there's a special soul. Someone with a bright future and an amazing intention to change this world for the better. A real go-getter. Someone who's on it and works hard, puts themselves out for others. Talking about you, G. It's been a pleasure to meet you. And the whole crew, before they get jealous. I love all of you. I was just talking about dinner. It's going to be amazing. It's a special dinner for one of our crew. It's his birthday today. He's the same age as me, but 6 months older. So I'm just going to sit with the energy for a while because it's great to feel it. And I'm not going to hide it if I feel like crying. Not today, not ever. I hope to feel the emotions that I need to while I'm here. And if that means bursting into tears, then so be it. I need the people here to know how much they mean to me, and I need to let them mean that much to me right now and in the days to come. So I've been doing my best to say the things I need to say, to let them know how they've made me feel, how they've made me feel, what they've taught me. And they're saying nice things about me too. I was always a bit of a rabbit in the headlights when that happened. I never said I love you too, or I never said nice things. But I've been practicing giving compliments for a few years. And when someone says, how are you? Instead of saying I'm fine, I'd actually say, terrible, but now I'm here with you and we just hugged. I feel great. When in the past I would have just shrugged and said, I'm fine, how are you? I'm fine, say them. But when you're honest, when you're open, when you're true, other people follow your example too. They tell you how they really feel and how hard it's been for them. And then you can grow, then you can open up, then you can get close. Then you can heal. Then you can feel the energy. You just gotta treat yourself sensitively and with love and care. Stop doing things. Stop dyeing your hair and putting chemicals on your skin. Not makeup, not suntan lotion. Get out in the sun in February. Get a healthy tan. Wear a hat instead of sunglasses so your eyes don't think you're in the shade all the time. Work hard physically. It feels great. Find a spring close to you and collect spring water all the time. Spend a little bit of money on some organic vegetables instead of a tiny amount of money on crap food. Live free, as free as you can be. This is an opportunity. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity for the world to kick us all into touch. We're sicker than we've ever been. We're poisoned. We're dying. We're on the mountaintop of capitalism and the air's getting thin. And to use a biblical term, we're living in sin. We're tempted by so many things. And all the temporary sensations they bring, all the temporary pleasure. We get a week's holiday abroad, if we're lucky. We fly there because it's cheap, but we're poisoning the air we breathe. You know all this, I'm sure you do. The people who watch this aren't the sort of people not to know this stuff. But everybody else, they're ignorant. So let's call their bluff. But instead of informing and being that vegan that pisses people off, why not just be there as an example? Be a shining light. Let them come to you and tell them what they'd like to know. Remove yourself from addictions and feel your strength come back. Feel the wonder spread throughout your body at the simple things. A laugh, the smile of a child, the sound of a river, the stars at night, the full moon on Friday. Bathe in that light. Bathe in the moon, the reflected sunlight. Look at it, gaze at it. Let its silvery light enter your eyes and realize it's healing. It's a reminder where we came from. Some are out there. Some are in here, in your heart, where you hold things and people dear. Well, forget your attachment, your energetic links to nonsense like banks, money, possessions. They own you. I got that from Fight Club. Yo, Dan, how are you? Excuse me, but I got a runny snoz. I'm like a dog, me. I've often got a wet nose. It's been enjoyable just spouting stuff, saying it quite quickly without even thinking, or blinking, or breathing. I can't remember taking a single breath. But I'm living so much more fully Is it possible to look forward to death? When you die every day a little more, deliberately, you choose to let that old you die. You choose to let that old you go. And you enter fully into the flow of the river of life, the ocean of consciousness, swaying you to and fro, collecting you on a high tide and lifting you up inside. Thank you, Brother Brendan, for teaching me this talent of making videos and flowetry, lyrical, spiritual poetry, speaking from the heart, speaking your truth. Accepting you'll never relive your youth. Can't do anything about those mistakes. But you can be honest, you can be authentic. Say goodbye to all the fakes and all the drama and all the lies and all the ties to celebrity. To poverty. Where the truth is that you don't need much. Because nature provides everything. But for how much longer? Let's fight for her and fight for ourselves by peacefully removing ourselves from a system that doesn't respect anyone, not even the people who are mostly involved in it, up to their necks in investments, more money than they could ever spend. They haven't got a single friend. They bought their wife or husband. They don't trust anyone. They're fighting over money that doesn't even exist. It's numbers on a computer. I know this. Debt-ridden, debt-laden fiat currency. Pieces of paper that say I promise to pay the bearer of this sheet in something equivalent. I believe I recognise that profile picture. Good evening, brother, sister. Welcome to the Healing Show. I'll send you some good vibes before you go. I'm rhyming here. I'm in the flow. Telling it like it is. I knew it was you. Back once again with the Renegade Master. I hope you're able to get out there and do a bit of fishing, Matt, because I know it would upset you if you couldn't. This lockdown's been a shame and a pain. Maybe if I'm lucky I'll see some of you guys again, and girls. Some of my old friends. After all this time, can't wait for those hugs. I must say, it's a lot easier to do this show when I just sit here and let the lyrics flow. When I get on it, when I feel the energy. Like both feet are free. I'm sat in a very similar position to normally. I'm not getting pins and needles or a pain. I have no idea what time it is. It doesn't matter really. It could easily be an hour into the show, but I'm guessing 27 minutes or 34, 44, or who cares? Doesn't really matter. Just that I keep going until they clack for dinner. I keep tuning into the energy in my hands. I keep not looking, but finding the happiness, the joy within. Knowing that God is love, that Goddess is love, the great goodness that we're all a part of. Our grandmother and our grandfather in the sky and in the earth, they love us. Bye bye. Enjoy your dinner. We've got jackets, spuds and peas. It's a proper English meal in a Welsh kitchen, made by an American with Welsh heritage. And a French woman considers herself Welsh, and a Welshman and an Englishman originally from Wales, and an American who's now an English woman. Do we really care about nations, where people are from? I think it's much more important who they are now, not where they came from. Who they really are at heart. It's where you end up from. It's where you end up, not where you start. There's that feeling of energy spreading through me again. Oh, excuse me. Again, yawning at about 7:30. I like to celebrate what we all share. One planet, the same sky, the same moon that we look at night, the same sun that warms us, grows our food. I don't really know, I'm not well educated and I can say the wrong thing, so I hope I haven't been disrespectful. And yes, it's really important to honour your culture, to pass it on to the next generation, to honour where you came from. I think that's why I was talking about Wales while I'm in Wales. I'm a quarter Welsh myself. I consider it to be the best part of me, my creativity, my soul, my love, my life force, my heritage, my humanity. Not forgetting the other 3/4. I need my arms and legs, my body and my head. One of my guides taught me how to build my own little lodge out of natural materials, how to bare my feet on the earth, how to cleanse myself with sage and pine smoke, how to make ceremony, how to sweat. Chills. It's an emotional one today. I guess I must have got so used to hiding my emotions behind a yawn that when I yawn and my eyes water and I start to feel emotion and I cover up my mouth. We're not meant to be emotionally honest, according to the TV cameras. I'm sorry, we'll have to stop there. I'm about to get emotional. I don't want people to actually care or connect with me or see how I really feel. That's not my destiny. I've got a fake fate and a lie for a story. It's what I've been listening to and reading in the papers and on TV. What I've been hearing for a century or more is just nonsense about the poor. There never was any. Not when we lived in community. That family who can't fish or can't hunt, they got their fair share. Everybody works, everybody cares, everybody shares, everybody lives, and everybody dies, but everybody thrives. Everybody survives. Everybody's tears are worth honouring. Everybody's pain worth healing. Everybody's guilt and satisfaction and shame, fear and doubt. Everybody's everything. Just let it out. Let it go. Be willing to say no. I've had enough. Personally, nationally, globally, we've had enough. Enough is enough. We don't need any more than enough. Don't need any more food. We can fast. It's good for you. Hope Warner Brothers Music don't reject or mute me because of the music in the background. It's happened occasionally recently. They mute my video rather than allowing me to have a background sounds, just because the guys have got the sound system turned up and they're playing some music in the church, the chapel. I wonder, without the stress of 10 years in offices and another 13 of jobs I didn't really like, living that life, setting alarms, doing your self-harm. Stress isn't good for you. It switches on the switches in your cells and in your genes that bring disease and damage and maybe even baldness. So maybe I'd have a better head of hair if I hadn't done all this. If I'd had the courage of some of the young people that I meet now, like the woman that was here earlier, less than half my age, making incredible decisions, being brave, working through their fear, feeling it and doing whatever it is anyway, showing what it is to be a real human being. My whiskers are annoying me. I'm letting my beard grow out naturally. And my hair. Sorry I was miles away then. I was just thinking about a couple of bits of kit. Tick removal system. First aid. The energy dissipates. So dare I ask, what time is it? How are we doing? Pins and needles in my fingertips. It might be the nettles that I picked for lunch that I made into a soup. I think it probably is. It was nice. I cut them up and used a blender with some potato skins and some spinach and a little bit of swede skin. Cool. The energy's building up again. So how are you doing, Queen? I hope this has been helping. okay? You know, it feels intense at first. Everything does. When you start to feel, I was so numb that even pain, it just felt so real. It was exquisite. I mean, it's not nice to feel pain, but it just felt so, yeah, real when I started to feel. So as intense as this energy feels, it's only while we get used to it. It's just because we're not. Now, that's not to say that it shouldn't be intense, that we shouldn't feel the contrast between how we felt before and how we feel now. But don't fear it. Is there an eclipse? That reminds me, I must message a few people that I might be able to visit before I head south. Be really nice to see a few faces. Any pain is often tension, either caused by misapprehension, holding yourself wrong, or something that's been caused all along by genetics or whatever you want to call it. But a failure to use our imagination. Someone trapped inside their body, someone in a coma, they live inside their imagination. They take flights of fancy, they explore the world, they travel, they set their spirit free, they imagine, and they live in positivity. They're often smiling. So now's the chance. Take a cosmic dance. Go inside your mind's eye. Give yourself another chance. Give yourself a time each day and night to imagine something better for yourself, for the world. The situation that we've been hurled into is not pleasant in many ways, but it's given us so many days to feel into ourselves, to keep good habits if we already were, and make them better and stronger. So some people have got worse, things haven't got better for them. But some people have made decisions that are going to make a difference for the rest of their lives and for their kids and their families. Some people are making choices now that are going to change the world in a positive way and spread out, allowing more of us to live in community, more of us to go back to nature and forward with her too, more of us to heal ourselves. Hello, Pauline. This has been a momentous show. Every poem I write, I think of as the best thing I've ever written, until I read it back, and sometimes I was just smitten, but sometimes I'm quite impressed. I'm like, wow, that came through me, I'm blessed. And this show, out of all the rants I've made in the last few days, I really enjoy this in so many ways. It's been a great feeling to let spirit, my spirit, speak, and for spirit to speak through me, for me to bring through all sorts of ideas and explanations, all sorts of peaceful meditations. So much love and joy within, a happiness that springs eternal. Because I'm not suffering. Or at least you think not. And then I find some emotion that I need to feel. Or maybe I'm feeling it with one of you. Maybe you're releasing it. I love you too. It's great to feel my emotional heart open and an outpouring of grief or anything that I used to feel that I haven't felt in ages. Turning over all the pages of an old book and a new one, a new leaf, a new tree. Living in a profound positivity for no good reason. Anyone would think the world was ending. It is an old one that needs to. And I'm practicing, I'm getting ready to do this tomorrow night, live, streamed onto the internet, hopefully with an audience slightly greater than normally. And I won't choke. I'm going to go for broke. I'm going to do the show just like this, maybe with a bit of a musical interlude. Who knows? I hope it goes well, and I hope you have a good evening. The energy's dissipating. Suggests to me I've done enough. Let's see if I can sit like this a little longer. That's better. I didn't want to finish the show without Kareem being here. Thank you for your support. It means a massive amount to me. When someone gives a little, it's a huge amount to me. When someone gives a lot, it makes living my life abundantly clear and clearly abundant, because I have everything I need right here. So from 7 till 8, whether I'm live on Facebook or not, if you want to sit and feel the energy, I'll be sending it. You're welcome. Got a smile. Can't argue with you. Because I know it's true. That's not arrogance. It's authenticity. People are saying nice things to me and I can't argue with it. I have to accept the compliment. I've been giving love out for so long that I've been letting it come back. It's healing me after so long. It's just that thought that my family don't take much notice of this. They don't care for my spirituality, or they can't connect, or they don't know, or they don't understand, or they don't think it brings any benefit. They can't open up to it. They don't watch my show. I took so little interest in their lives because I couldn't connect, because I couldn't open up, because I couldn't be intimately. I couldn't open up. I couldn't be loving. I didn't dare, because I felt everything so deeply. I could tell when people were lying to themselves and then to me, and it's painful to feel how unhappy other people are and how stressed and how depressed. But that is my superpower, because if I can feel how you're feeling and take it away from you just for a second and heal it in me so that you can heal it in you, that's true love. And that's what I'm going to do. For the rest of my life, I'm going to love you and everyone and everything. That's the gift I bring. That's the gift I was given. Love is the only thing which grows when we share it. Thank you. Lots of love. Till the next time. I've been me, you've been you. Enjoy your evening. Free hugs for everyone.